It wasn't good enough. I think just in general, they came out with more energy than we did, their defense and our offense. So we didn't execute. I missed some throws down the field, and obviously we didn't play good enough in the first half.
And you mentioned the lack of emotion early as well. What do you attribute that to?
I mean, it's hard to say. I felt like we had energy at practice yesterday and all throughout the week, but when you don't come out and play with the right mindset, you get beat. And the Chargers came out with the right mindset. We didn't, and they beat us.
Front row, go ahead. You're up.
No, not that the result that you guys wanted. But, I mean, throughout the years, the Chiefs have shown what has the toughest looks like. So, I mean, you guys lost the Super Bowl in 2020. After that, you came to the AFC Championship. After losing the AFC Championship, you guys went to 3 straight Super Bowls, getting back-to-back champions. And also, I mean, we thought, like, the Week 1 win against the Week right that you guys won. But how do you think that you guys can come back to have a great season and be in the Super Bowl again?
Yeah, I think it's a learning moment for especially the young guys on the team. It's like we're gonna get everybody's best, and we have to play up to that standard if we want to win football games. And I feel like we didn't play to that standard today. Everybody, offense, defense, special teams. But credit to the Chargers. They had a great plan. They came in and played great football and beat us. And now we have to learn from that, and knowing that next week's going to be just as tough.
Steve.
You guys played this team, Chargers team, a number of times. What did you do differently today to help you guys stop you from getting your rhythm?
I think they had a good game plan, man. When you play a team a lot, they kind of know what you're good at, and I thought they did a good job of kind of taking away some of our quick throws and some of our throws down the field. And I thought we adjusted well in the second half, obviously. But if I can hit some of those throws early, it kind of loosens up the defense. So I just got to be better early in the football game, just like everybody else.
Nate.
Patrick, just how much did Xavier's injury, I know it was 3 plays into the game, just how much did that change the rhythm, change the energy, change the sort of opposite game plan that you guys had?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, other guys had to step up. I thought Taekwon and Hollywood and Juju did a great job of kind of filling some of those roles. But that's someone that's a huge part of our game plan, and someone that we're counting on to go out there and make plays against some of the man coverage that they played. And I thought guys did a good job kind of stepping up in those roles. But you could tell it took us a little bit to get going.
Front row, go ahead.
I know it's not the result that you guys wanted, but how did it feel to play in Brazil for the first time ever? You played international games before, but how did you feel the crowd, and what did you feel playing here besides Brazil?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome, the crowd and the atmosphere. It was really cool. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. I mean, even like the anthem, the Brazil's national anthem, and hearing everybody sing and how passionate they were about American football. So that part was really cool. I won't remember the result, but I'll remember being here for sure.
Second row, go ahead.
Hey, Pat, you had like the same numbers of the Super Bowl against Philly. How much you miss guys like Xavier Worthy, like what you rise to spin the field and to throw some deep balls? You had some deep balls that you miss today that you usually don't miss. How much you miss these guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely important. Those are 2 of our best receivers, and they're 2 great receivers in this league, and obviously threats down the field. And so I thought the guys did a great job stepping up and making some of those plays. But you have to get with the timing of those guys. And so it takes everybody. You got to protect. You got to be on the same page with the receiver, and you got to make the throw. And so if I can make some of those throws early in the game, I think there'll be a different result.
Oh, hey, go ahead.
What did you feel like you had a sense of the intensity with what you would hope would be at the early in the game? And is it the sort of thing you feel the need to address with the team yourself?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could feel it pretty early on. I don't know exactly when that point is, but they definitely came out with more energy than we did. And so in this league, everybody's too good for you to not match the energy of your opponent. And so I think we learned a valuable lesson today. We got to be better from the get-go, from the start. We're not going to be able to just come back and win every single game. Teams are too good in this league, and so this would be a big lesson for us, a division opponent, someone that's going to be there at the end of the year. But we're going to have to learn fast. We're playing the reigning Super Bowl champs this next week.
Second row, go ahead.
I'm never satisfied, especially after a loss. I mean, we hit some, obviously, but we missed some as well. And so if I can be better there, hitting some of those deep shots, I think it opens up the rest of the offense. So we hit a couple of them, so that's cool, but it wasn't enough to win the football game.
Front row, go ahead.
Patrick, there were a lot of complaints about the pitch last year, about the state of the pitch, of how it wasn't effective, how it wasn't great for the game. I'd like to know for you, how was today? You feel better? You felt that impact on the game? You felt that it was right? Like usually, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good. I mean, both teams were playing on the same field, and there wasn't a lot of people slipping. I mean, there was a couple here and there, but that's football, and so I thought they did a great job. I thought Brazil in general hosted us really well, from the hotel, the food, the ride to the game, and the stadium. I thought it was a great experience, and so obviously not the result we wanted, but something that I thought was really cool.
We'll do a few more, go ahead. Front row.
You said to the start that you love it this time, it was a game and it's had a better pressure and better rhythm. What do you think can be done so you can achieve a better result next week against the Eagles if they are very tough?
Yeah, it's not going to be any easier. That's a good football team that we're playing against this next week, and so I think we should have a great week of practice, come in with the right mindset. The leaders in the team got to step up. And when we step on that football field, we got to bring it because it's going to take our best in order to find a way to win against that team. And so we'll go back to the drawing board and be ready to go at practice, and knowing that it's going to take everything we got next week.
Third row, go ahead.
Well, the first game up, how did you feel about the protection, especially in this year?
I thought they did a pretty good job. Some of the games and stuff that the D-line stunts, I think got them a couple times, but I thought they did a good job and they battled. That's all you can really ask for is the battle. Joe is a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's someone that's going to have a gold jacket, and so these young guys are talented and they have a chance to be really, really good. And so I thought they did a good job against a good defensive line, but we're going to keep pushing them to be even better and better as we go throughout the season.
Last one, Sam, go ahead.
Patrick, that third quarter play where you're running towards the sideline, did you intentionally deliver it there because of this lack of emotion to try and get something?
Yeah, I mean, I think more than anything, you saw even the run before when I ran into the linebacker. It's like sometimes you just got to do something to jumpstart.
Sam, go ahead.
Any indication for Xavier Worthy about the seriousness of that?
We'll know tomorrow once we get back and do an MRI. So.
Then, what did you evaluate the passing game overall?
Yeah, listen, I thought it was kind of a two halves passing game. I thought the first half we were off a bit, and then the second half it picked up a little bit. We had a few more explosives there, and got into a little rhythm, better rhythm than what we had there. So we got to, again, I've got to make sure that we start faster in there.
Nate, go ahead.
Andy, to that point, you said the guys didn't have necessarily the emotion. Is there something that you noticed pretty early on, or do you think the Xavier injury had a role in that?
Yeah, but listen, I expect more than that. I've got to make sure we come out with better emotion. And, it's a nice big stage for us and against a good football team. And they made a couple plays early, got things going, and we weren't able to do that. And I thought they did a better job in that area. So.
Bye, go ahead. Bye, you're good. Stand up.
Andy, just related to the same question, what signs did you see when you say that about feeling like they're flat, and anything in particular that you pointed at?
Yeah, listen, I'm on the sideline, so I expect there to be emotional support there. I also expect the players to fly around and do the things that I've seen us do. So it's my responsibility to get them in that frame of mind. Do that, whether you have an injury, a turnover, whatever it is. You fight through that and you make yourself better, whatever situation that you're in.
Second row, right?
Coach, Ben has said a few times during the season that when about beat for his team, and it looked like in the first quarter you guys started to see some big plays, but in the second half you tried to revert and get a read it. How much work is he to chase these plays?
Yeah, we normally like to mix and match, but we did take a few more shots today, completed a few, and we were off on a couple. But that's you keep firing in those situations and work through it.
First row, go ahead.
Coach, after this first game of the season, what do you think would be the first thing that you have to train better and improve for the next game, besides start faster, as you said?
Sure, we got to clean up some of the penalties. that we had, especially in crucial situations as you're getting ready to go in and potentially score. And so we got to take care of that. I expect more from our guys than that. And then there's some little mistakes here and there that we'll take care of too.
Steve,
Coach, I know you haven't watched film yet, but could you evaluate the offensive line and what you thought?
Yeah, listen, I thought we did a decent job up until that, the last drive there. I thought there was pressure on Patrick when we had to throw the football, just absolutely. And you got to bear down. That's, again, got to be in a certain frame of mind to do that. It's a good learning experience. Up to that point, though, I thought they really handled it well.
And what you saw from Josh Simmons,
Yeah, you know what? I think he did okay. I've got to check the tape out for individual guys on that.
For sure, but
Coach, we know that we're on Netflix and we're game today. Mahomes had most rushing out by far, which is how do you manage to implement that when that next coming game and the Eagles and the rest of the season?
Sure. Yeah, Pat's always going to get his runs in. That's just how that goes, and we don't plan for those. We've got to do even better in that area. We can do a better job there. So we'll keep working on the run game.
The Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers made history Friday night at Corinthians Arena in São Paulo, Brazil, delivering a thrilling international showdown that had everything: spectacular plays, controversial calls, and a dramatic finish that left Chiefs fans heartbroken. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce were absolutely electric throughout the night, showcasing the chemistry that has made them one of the most dangerous quarterback-tight end duos in NFL history. Their connection was on full display when Mahomes found Kelce for a spectacular 37-yard touchdown pass that had the Brazilian crowd on their feet. The play perfectly demonstrated why these two have become synonymous with clutch performances and game-changing moments. The touchdown came at a crucial moment when Kansas City desperately needed to close the gap against Los Angeles. The Chargers had been controlling the game, but Mahomes showed exactly why he's considered one of the elite quarterbacks in the league today. Before delivering that perfect strike to Kelce, Mahomes made an absolutely incredible completion to veteran receiver Juju Smith-Schuster that belonged on every highlight reel. The unorthodox throw showcased Mahomes' unique ability to create magic out of seemingly impossible situations. Interestingly, Kelce had gotten off to a relatively slow start against the Chargers' defense, making his explosive touchdown reception even more impressive. The veteran tight end proved once again why he's clutch when his team needs him most, rising to the occasion on the biggest stage. However, the Chiefs couldn't capitalize on their momentum. Kansas City failed to execute the crucial two-point conversion following Kelce's touchdown, leaving Los Angeles with a comfortable two-score lead heading into the final quarter. This missed opportunity would prove costly as the game reached its dramatic conclusion. If you're enjoying this breakdown of one of the most exciting international NFL games ever played, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more in-depth analysis of the biggest moments in football. Despite their best efforts and several spectacular plays, the Chiefs ultimately fell short in Brazil. The final score read 27-21 in favor of the Chargers, with the decisive moment coming when Travis Kelce missed a crucial catch in the red zone during the game's final moments. It was a heartbreaking end for Kansas City, who had fought valiantly to overcome the Chargers' early advantage. One of the most controversial aspects of the entire game was the officiating. Many observers noted that the referees appeared to overlook numerous fouls committed by Chargers players throughout the contest. This inconsistent enforcement became a major talking point and added another layer of frustration for Chiefs fans watching their team battle both their opponents and questionable calls. The tension reached its peak during a heated exchange between Kelce and Chargers defensive tackle Jerry Tott. The incident occurred while Kelce was blocking during a drive that would eventually result in a Patrick Mahomes touchdown. Tott seemed to take exception to how aggressively Kelce was blocking him, and when they separated, the defensive tackle stared down the Chiefs' tight end before throwing a punch directly at his face. This blatant act of unsportsmanlike conduct should have resulted in an immediate ejection, especially considering recent precedents in the league. Just recently, Shiloh Sanders was ejected for throwing a punch during the Tampa Bay Buccaneers vs. Buffalo Bills game, establishing a clear standard for this type of behavior. So why wasn't Tat ejected from this crucial international game? The 6'2", 315-pound defensive tackle remained on the field despite his obvious violation of league rules regarding fighting and unsportsmanlike conduct. Remarkably, Kelce showed tremendous composure throughout the incident. The Chiefs' tight end appeared completely unharmed by Tat's punch and didn't react with any visible anger or retaliation. His professional response in such a heated moment demonstrated exactly why he's respected throughout the league as both an elite player and class act. Before we wrap up this analysis, don't forget to subscribe for more coverage of the NFL's biggest games and most controversial moments. The Brazil game will be remembered for its international significance, spectacular plays, and unfortunate controversies that overshadowed an otherwise historic night for professional football.